This is my scene graph test having OpenGL render 2000 glut solid spheres of varying distances with a radius of 1, 10 stacks, and 10 slices. As you can see, the frame rate hovers around 45 frames per second. When I rerun the program and have the spheres be colored with a random color, you can see that the frame rate drops slightly, maybe hovering around 42, 43 frames per second, but still doesn't seem to make that much of a difference using the scene graph techniques, at least in my case. Next, I changed it back so that all the spheres were again being rendered in a solid color, but I changed it so that they were no longer solid spheres, but now are wire spheres with, again, still 10 stacks and slices. You can see that by doing this, the frame rate has jumped up to around 54 frames per second, up from 45. Now I've rerun the program with again the wire spheres and the same number of spheres, but now I've changed the number of slices from 10 up to 100. So you can see that each of the wire spheres now have significantly more detail to them, and the frame rate has gone down more than half, and now it's hovering around 17, 18. Lastly, I've rerun this experiment to increase not only the number of slices, but the number of stacks up from 10 to 50. So now both the number of slices and stacks are 50. You can see that the frame rate is now super low, 5 frames per second, but the spheres have a lot more detail in them. This concludes my scene graph experimentations.